Welcome to NarraBox, where every story finds a home. All tales shared here are crafted with creativity and respect. Any resemblance to real events is purely coincidental. We invite you to sit back, imagine, and let the world of story unfold. Room 313.
She just wanted peace. Nothing fancy, nothing expensive. Arya had recently moved to the city and found herself an old apartment with thin walls, creaking floors, and the faint smell of dust trapped in the corners. It was cheap, and that was enough. When she met the landlord, he seemed distant, pale skin, sunken eyes that flickered to the ground instead of meeting hers. He handed over the key, but as she turned to leave, his voice stopped her. "There's a connecting door between your apartment and room 313, he muttered, voice low, as if the walls themselves might hear. "It's locked from both sides. If you hear knockin' from there, don't open it." A chill prickled at the back of Arya's neck. She nodded without asking questions. She just wanted to move in and forget. Exactly 3:12 a.m., Arya woke to a sound, soft, high-pitched, almost like giggling. She sat up, heart hammering against her ribs. "Probably just the neighbors," she whispered into the darkness, trying to laugh it off. But the room was still, silent, and then 3 soft knocks. They came from the direction of the locked door. She checked the clock again. 3:13. "It's nothing," she told herself, pulling the blanket tighter around her. "Just an old building settling. That's all." But the same thing happened the next night, and the one after that. Always the same time. Always the same giggle. Always 3 soft, playful knocks against the hidden door. By the end of the week, Arya's nerves were raw, sleep-deprived, jumpy. She had to know. She set up her phone camera in the narrow hallway, its lens pointed straight at room 313's door. That night, she lay in bed, eyes wide open, muscles frozen stiff beneath the covers. She didn't dare move. The knocks came again. Soft, insistent, childlike, but she stayed put, heart hammering wildly. At sunrise, with trembling hands, she reviewed the footage and froze. There, on the screen, was someone who looked like her, standing outside room 313, wearing pajamas, but not hers, smiling, giggling. The camera captured her entering the room. Then, the knocks began. Her throat went dry. "That's impossible," she whispered. "I never left my bed." Desperate for answers, Arya took the video to the landlord. He barely glanced at the screen before his face turned ashen. Without a word, he shuffled into the back office. When he returned, he held out a crumbling, yellowed newspaper. The headline was blunt and cold. "Fire engulfs apartment building. One survivor. The date was 10 years ago." And there, in the grainy photo, a young girl, confused, frightened, burns scarring her arms and face. But unmistakably, it was Arya, or someone who looked exactly like her, frozen in time. "That's not me," Arya said hoarsely, but even as the words left her mouth, she wasn't sure she believed them. That night, room 313's door was slightly ajar, a crack, barely noticeable but enough to tempt curiosity. Arya's feet moved before her mind could stop them. The door creaked as she pushed it open. The room beyond smelled of charred wood and old dust. Inside, pinned to the stained walls, were Polaroids, dozens of them. Photos of her, sleeping, eating, scrolling on her phone, captured from strange, hidden angles. And they were recent. A cold breeze brushed the back of her neck. She turned to flee. Then, knock, knock, knock. But this time, The sound came not from room 313. It came from her apartment door. She stumbled back into the hallway, breath shallow, limbs trembling. The clock on the wall read 9 p.m., not 3:13, not the witching hour. Early, alert. If you were Arya, would you open the door? Would you run, or would you dare to remember what you were made to forget?
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more original stories. See you in the next journey.